Cutting out of that session of the parliament to bring you this brace of breaking news, Atiq Ahmed has been sentenced to life. Remember, we're talking about the 2006 kidnapping case of Umesh Pal, where he, along with three other accused, stood convicted. His brother Ashraf, however, was not convicted in the case, but this is a huge setback for Atiq Ahmed as he's been sentenced to life in the kidnapping case. Big breaking news coming in from the Sessions Court of Prayagraj, where Atiq Ahmed has been sentenced to life imprisonment. This was something that was expected out of the Sessions Court, considering this is a kidnapping case that was being looked at by the court as opposed to the murder case of Umesh Pal that happened a few weeks ago, a few months ago. Now we are told that it's a life term for Atiq Ahmed as he's been sentenced in the kidnapping of Umesh Pal, the 2006 kidnapping case, where the eyewitness of the BSP MLA Raju Pal's murder, Umesh Pal, was kidnapped by the Atiq Ahmed gang. My colleague Pranshu has all the details vis-a-vis that. Pranshu, we've been tracking this story. Now a life term, something that you were predicting is going to happen, a life term given to Atiq Ahmed.
Yes, just minutes before this verdict has been read out and life imprisonment has been awarded to all the three accused in this case, Atiq Ahmed, Dinesh Pasi and one other accused. Now Section 364A, we had been telling our viewers that, it generally warrants in for a life imprisonment, though keeping on the seriousness of the crime and the fact that the complainant in this case, has also been allegedly murdered by Atiq Ahmed in a conspiracy in February this year. That was, being speculated to be reason why the court can even go to the extent of awarding the death penalty. But court has restrained itself from that. And the maximum punishment possible under Section 364A of the IPC, which is the abduction or the kidnapping charges, and also the 120B, that is criminal conspiracy behind a crime. In these two sections, Atiq was found guilty. Other two people were also found guilty, and they have now been awarded the life imprisonment. So Atiq Ahmed finally having his date with the legal system of this country. For 40 years, he has been able to give a miss to this entire judicial process because never anyone dared to actually appear and depose against Atiq in the case, including the most sensational Raju Pal murder case. Atiq Ahmed still happens to be accused in this case. CBI is probing that case, but the man who was the crusader against Atiq Ahmed in the Raju Pal murder case, Umesh Pal, he of course is no more. He died in February this year, but ultimately his testimony has led to first conviction of Atiq Ahmed, and that this is really big. Atiq Ahmed no longer under trial now. He's formally a convict and will now be taken, is in judicial custody from here. He will clearly be taken to Naini Central Jail, and later on we'll have to see, what is the next course of action, whether the UP police will also seek his remand as far as for the investigation of the Umesh Pal murder case.
So, Pranshu, is he going to remain in the Naini Central Prison, or it is going to be decided as to where is he going to be lodged in?
Well, see, as of now, he is going to be in the Naini Central Jail because Supreme Court has, hasn't given him any relief this morning. He suffered a setback from Supreme Court. The other point is that, at the later stage, the state government will now decide that whether he needs to be kept in Naini jail or for any other reason he wants to be transferred out. We have seen in many cases, for example, Mukhtar Ansari, he has never been kept in Mau jail, his native district, but he has been brought to Bana jail. His son, who is MLA from Mau constituency, he is languishing in Chitkut jail. Ashraf, Atiq's brother, has been languishing in Bareilly jail. So most likely, in time to come, over the next few days, we might see a jail transfer process for Atiq Ahmed. Okay. But as of now, today, once he, gets out of the Sessions Court, he'll be straight taken to the Naini Central Jail.
All right. And since you mentioned Ashraf, Atiq's brother, on what grounds was the acquittal really granted to him and the 7 others who were accused in the kidnapping case, Pranshu?
Well, I think the first ground clearly was that probably Ashraf himself was not involved as far as the kidnapping was concerned. Ashraf probably was not among the team of henchmen who has committed this crime. The other reasons, the grounds on which the conviction has been awarded to 3 people and relief has been given to 7 others, we'll have to go in detail. But prima facie, it seems that, the defense argument, though were convincing, the prosecution's argument, though were convincing to strong enough to convince the court about involvement of Atiq Ahmed, Dinesh Pasi and one other, they failed to convince the court about the involvement of Ashraf, and that's the reason why Ashraf has been, cleared of all charges.
All right, Pranshu. So gangster turned politician Atiq Ahmed has been sentenced to life along with two others who were accused in the kidnapping of Umesh Pal, the prime witness in the Raju Pal murder case that took place in 2005. Allegedly, Atiq Ahmed and his gang were responsible for that murder case, and after that, the prime witness was also murdered in daylight in Prayagraj just a few weeks ago. And that kidnapping case was something that the Sessions Court in Prayagraj was looking at. 7 people acquitted. That included Don Atiq Ahmed's brother, Ashraf. However, life sentence has been given to Atiq Ahmed and 2 others in the case who have been pronounced guilty in the kidnapping case of Umesh Pal. Pranshu is also with us on the broadcast.